Hello, baby gator. Tell them how y'all doing. Come on in. Bring a friend. Why not? It's all good in the neighborhood. Getting myself together. 10 o'clock comes so fast. I just cannot believe it. But I got a topic this morning for y'all when y'all get in here. Yeah. Hold on and get myself together. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Turn it around. There I am. Get a holder, a cup, or something. I can never find my holders, and because I'm from room to room. This morning I've been in here cleaning up the bedroom. Oh, hold on. I think I need to take the light off of this window, and it might come in a little bit better. Yeah, it looks a little better to me. But now I ain't got enough light to see. I do the best I can with what I got. Waiting on y'all. Okay. YouTube is probably taking their time about giving you the notifications, but it's all good. All right, let's see. There you go. Hey, Princess. Good morning, Miss Audrey. How you doing, Miss Audrey? Y'all good this morning? I am. I've been up a long time. I've been cleaning up and cleaning out this bedroom. It was too much stuff up in here, y'all. I was in the kitchen. I got it together, but now I got to still take all that Christmas stuff out of there. I haven't done that. But at least it's all stacked up and ready to go. Hey, Barbary, how you doing? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Then I got the living room pretty much in order. The guy came yesterday and he even hung my Houston picture back up, the one y'all like. But I don't know if I'm going to have enough room for that picture to be my background. We got to figure some things out. You been up 4 hours ago? I usually wake up early early for me is around 8 o'clock. But hey, Rena, I ain't seen you in a few days. How you doing, sugar? Thank you, Miss Barbara. I appreciate that. So I was sent a topic this morning because I really hadn't taken the time last night to even think about anything or this morning. And I was like, girl, what are you going to talk about to the people? You can't go out there freestyling this morning. You got to have something to say. Thank you so much for sending me this topic. It's from the boot, where I'm from. The boot made the news, y'all. Yes, it did. Y'all come on in here. I got so excited. Why, Miss V? Because first of all, this lady is 10 years older than me. She is 80 years old or young. And she's still out there doing her thing at 80 years old. Now, I don't know if any of y'all saw the topic or not about her, because I don't know when this article even came out, but it's recent. It's a few days ago. Her name is Mrs. Frances David Shaw. Miss Frances David Shaw is a retired teacher from Lafayette, Louisiana. I'm from Monroe, so I'm North Louisiana. She's South Louisiana. Louisiana has like a Mason-Dixon line that goes straight across the state. And you got Northern Louisianians and you got Southern Louisianians. New Orleans is where everybody knows. That's South Louisiana. And Lafayette is closer to New Orleans than it is to my hometown. So now you got a geographical location in your mind of where I'm talking about. This little lady retired back in 2012. Follow the story, y'all. She is so inspiring. She is so inspiring to me as a content creator that you're never too old. Don't ever, once you listen to this story, let anybody tell you too old to do anything. No, they're too dumb to know that you're not too old. Check this out. So this 80-year-old teacher taught generations of children at Northside High School in Lafayette, Louisiana. Retired back in 2012, came back to work this year at 80 years old, teaching chemistry. I ain't talking about no Rudy Poot subject. I'm talking chemistry, okay? Something that Ms.V loves, the sciences. Something that I worked in for 20 years at the plant as a laboratory analyst, analyzing gasolines and plastic. So you know, when I saw that, I got emotionally drained for a minute. It just brought tears to my eyes that she was able to get up and do this. Hey, Selena, bless you also. I've been catching some of your lives. Let's see, let me go back up because I missed some people. Hey, Brittany. Okay. I'm going this way, I think. Hope I didn't miss nobody. Hey, Miss Emily, you love my hair. You're looking beautiful today. Thank you, Miss Emily. I didn't put forth a lot of effort in this hair today. I just kind of picked it out a little bit and the strings, and I tried to position it where it's going to be, but it kind of does what it wants to do because it's braids and it's loose hair. And I got 2 more weeks, and then it's got to come down. I can't take it no longer. It's time to shampoo that head. I got it the week of Christmas. So I will have worn it the whole month of January. That's enough. But thank you. Okay. She says, wow. That's what I said, Miss Barbara. Wow. Hey, this guy. Yeah, she made me emotional watching her. Much respect for all the teachers. So you saw it, huh, Princess? I was like, tears was running. I wasn't really crying. I just got emotional when I saw that. And then when I saw the energy she had, I was like, that is so me. I'm going to show y'all a clip of the video. Let me just finish speaking to y'all. And then I want you to see it for yourself. And then this came across CBS News. I was like, unreal. Selena say, bless her heart. Chemistry is a hard subject for me. Hats off to those in that field. Yes, it's not easy. All those formulas and stuff. It's definitely a discipline to learn chemistry and math for that reason. Teaching these kids today is challenging, very challenging, because they come to school for the wrong reason. A lot of them come to school to show off their clothes. They come for camaraderie with their friends. They come with a lot of negativity from the home because it's a lot going on in a lot of these homes these days that didn't happen in our generation. If it did, it was behind closed doors with the mama and the dad and the mama and the whoever, and we didn't know about it. We just, because I never saw my parents arguing in front of us or doing anything like that. So it was like a shock to me if I walked into somebody's home and the person that, were there in the home were arguing. I was like, oh, I got to go home because I thought, man, that was like somebody in there fighting to me. Good morning, Miss Aretha. Miss Aretha, I'm glad you in here, baby, because have you ever heard of Mrs. Mary Davis Shaw, Miss Aretha, she's from Lafayette, Louisiana. And I know you from the boot too. Miss Jackie Johnson is from the boot. I haven't seen her in here this morning. She's definitely has that energy. Yes. So let me stop right here, y'all, and play you the clip because I get so emotional I can't even talk about it. Hold on. I got it on this other phone here.
3 months with our partners at Canva. We love Canva around here. We are so excited to finally share it with you. It is truly a tribute to teachers across America.
My name is Francis Shaw. I'm 80 years old. I'm a high school chemistry teacher. This is my 52nd year of teaching.
Francis Shaw is an institution.
Projects, make sure you got everybody's initials on this poster.
Imparting lessons not only in science, but in life itself.
I'm the kind of the igniter. If I can stimulate them into following their dreams, then my investment has been fulfilled.
If you need something, Miss Shaw is there for you. Like, it was this one time she wanted me to go vote. And I was like, Miss Shaw, I don't have no gas to go vote. She gave me $5 to make sure I went and vote.
She's a funny teacher, but at the same time, she knows what she's talking about.
She taught all our coaches, she taught my mom, she taught my family, and everybody was just like, she's such a great teacher.
Born on the bayou to the daughter of sharecroppers, Miss Shaw became one of the first black educators hired in 1972 to help integrate the previously majority white Northside High School in Lafayette, Louisiana. Miss Shaw retired from Northside in 2012, but last year, because of a teacher shortage, she came back.
I figured, who's going to hire an 80-year-old? Sure enough, I was honored. I said, I'm going back full force.
We wanted to celebrate her in the biggest way possible. So we orchestrated a pep rally at Northside with the help of the entire student body and some of Miss Shaw's former students.
Miss Shaw. Hello. You guys know who that is?
How you doing? Hey, y'all.
Oh.
We have a little surprise for Miss Shaw. But I'd like to know if y'all would like to come with us. Got you, Miss Shaw.
Oh, you got me.
We got you. Let me hear it for Miss Frances Davis Shaw. Miss Shaw, what you think about all this fuss?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I love you guys. I love you guys.
We invited 3 dignitaries to celebrate Miss Shaw with us.
It is my honor to present you this certificate and to name Miss Frances Shaw a Louisiana treasure.
Today, I present to you this certificate, which we take a whole lot of pride in saying you are a special person and that your impact on education has made this state better. God bless you.
I, Monique B. Boulay, Lafayette Mayor President, am honored to offer this proclamation designating November 14th, 2024 as Francis Shaw Day.
You got your own day, Miss Shaw. And you know what, Miss Shaw? I told some of our friends about you and about what it is that you do and how influential you are in the community. There is an online digital design platform called Canva. Have you heard of Canva? Do you like Canva? And so they said, well, David, we want to give Miss Shaw $25,000 Canva wants you to spend this $25,000 on yourself. So I was talking to the good folks at Canva. They said, we want to help Ms. Shaw go help other people. So I said, well, what do you want to do? And they said, well, we want to start the Francis Davis Shaw Community Impact Fund in the amount of $75,000. Have you heard of Love Our Schools? They said, we at Love Our Schools, which wants to invest in schools in Lafayette Parish, is going to give to Northside High School $100,000. Ms. Shaw, what would you like to say?
Thank you is not enough. You know, Vikings, we played together and we prayed together. And sometimes you think your prayers are not answered. But as I've always told you, in his own time, in his own way, prayers get answered. And this, over many years of praying, has been our answer. It's beautiful. It's sweet.
Yes. By the way, a huge shout out.
That's it, y'all. See, I got all teary-eyed. I'm so emotional about this. I can't hardly talk because people come out here so often and they bash older people. And these are the people who have all the wisdom and the knowledge to encourage others and to help others, because it's not about us anymore. It's about them. And they don't even appreciate the love and what you have that you can give them that's free. It's kind of a sad situation to me. I never even thought about growing old how it would be. I just kind of looked up one day and I was already there, and I'm like, wow, your next birthday, you're going to be 70. That was last year. Now I'm looking a couple of weeks down the road, February the 19th, I'll be 71. So looking at this woman this morning being 80 and have lived to be 80 years old, it touched my heart. It brought tears to my eyes. I'm going through so many changes in my mind because people don't respect elderly people anymore. And I think that it's pretty sad. It shows no home training whatsoever. It shows disrespect because you're not asking for anything when you're asking for people to respect you like you respect them. They're all off into your life and in your business, and you've already lived your best years. Now you live in your golden years, your latter days, trying to enjoy whatever life you have left. And I think it's just, if it's this bad now, I can understand why people, once they get a certain age, they get tired. They just get tired of being emotionally drained. They get tired of blessing others who don't even say thank you. They go to people who don't really care anything about them, talk to them any kind of way, and they bless those people. They put those people up on pedestals. And they make them their all in all. And I often think, do they ever stop to look back a year later and even reflect on the time that they wasted? They got nothing whatsoever from it. Maybe their morale was boosted for a minute or what, that hour or two that they were watching. But what did you leave with? She's a typical example of the person I would like to be. The content creator that I would like to be. She inspires me. And she's not the only one. She's just made news here recently. But we have so many people we can look back in history as Black women, as a race of Black people. And we should be talking about them instead of talking about each other. And I think that is what's so sad today. That we're blessed to be able to talk to the world. We're able to draw into the world, into our channel. We can pour into our channels so much positivity. But we choose not to. I guess that's the new world order. It's something that I've had to face. Probably never would have faced it if I had never come out here on social media, because I just don't meet people like this in real life. People that are so sensitive to their feelings, but not to yours. People that can talk about you, but you can't say nothing about them. Trolls that just get up every morning and here they come into your channel to try to talk to you. You don't know them and you're not interested in anything they're saying. That's not life. That's not a life at all. You're miserable. You're dying a slow death when you do that kind of stuff. I just don't have the words to explain some of the things that I heard and saw and went through myself this year. Questioning myself as to why? What is wrong with you? I don't know you like that. You don't know me like that. Can't we talk about something or entertain the people? And then when you try to help them, they'll find a reason. And they're so fake and so phony, and there's so many backstabbers out here. And when it is revealed to the world who they are and how they backstabbed, it has been all for money. But you don't have no more to show for the money that you made last year, this year. That's what's sad to me. People can be so rude these days. It starts in the home. Everything that you see out here on social media is coming from the home. That's where you should get your home training. In olden days, it went from the home to the church to the school. People don't even go to church anymore. It's not a part of their life. So they're not getting any biblical training whatsoever. So that's why they do and say the things they do. They have no clue who God really is. And when they fall into bad luck, they don't understand that. You got hustlers that's going to hustle, and you got scammers that's going to scam. But in the end, who wins? People like Miss Mary, what's her name? Frances Davis Shaw. Now that's a legacy to leave behind. At 80 years old, She's being recognized for something. She's making national news for something good that she has done throughout her entire life. Now, she's not perfect, and none of us are. But a lot of things that she did in her life are telling her story now. She must have loved children to have taught school for 50 years. She must have loved going in that classroom because I'm from the boot. I know we have poor school systems there because they don't generate a lot of money into education. So she bought a lot of stuff out of her pocket. Ms.V, how do you know? Because my mom taught school. And she bought a lot of stuff out of her pocket to take into that classroom to teach those 32 years she was there. She integrated schools just like this lady did. Miss Francis started in 1972. I would have been coming out of college when she was starting to teach. So I know exactly what she went through coming from the boot. She went through segregation and integration just like I did. It's not easy. It's something that you live with a lifetime. You can never forget it. It's always there with you, no matter what. But you can make life better. And that's what I learned from going through it. You can learn to get along with people. Why go through that when I could have just stayed with my own Black race and my own Black community in the Black high school? Not a choice that I made. The choice was made for me. I didn't buck against it. I just went on up in there every day and decided this is my life. This is where my parents put me, and I got to get through it any way I can. And I didn't think about it too much again until I came out here on social media. Once I got here on social media, I tried to bring my real life, the life I live every day, out here on my platform and support everybody. And I realized after a while, you're not going to be able to do that. These people are not only not supporting you, but they having backdoor conversations to take you down. And you haven't done anything to them. So I had to just completely just stop listening, stop looking, stop caring, and just come out here and talk to the ones that want to come in and talk to me. And I'm sure if I could ever get an interview with her, she would say the same thing. You just got to keep on moving regardless to what the people say. Hold on, y'all. I got teary up. Now my nose is trying to run. Let me go get some tissue. Hang in there. I'll take y'all with me. Hold on. Tissue's in the living room. Oh, no, I got some over here on the nightstand. Okay. But this was a very emotional moment. I didn't think that it would affect me like that, but it did. Because it took me back to some of my childhood days that just weren't so pleasant, but I lived through them. And I made the best of a bad situation. Not ever having a prom. I never went to a prom. We weren't invited. Not ever having a class reunion with my class. the blacks got together, and we've been having class reunions ever since we graduated. But it's never been integrated to this day. I graduated in 1969 from high school. I was 72 in high school. I started in 69. And to this day, it's 2025. And my class has never had an integrated class reunion. We once met up at Catfish Cabin on Louisville in Monroe, Louisiana. And we were in the same place in the same time. They were on one side, we were on the other side. I actually went into their reunion because I didn't know. It said class of 72. That's the class I was in. And they all welcomed me in to stay. But I told them no, because you didn't invite me. I just happened to walk through the door and y'all were in here. By that time, one of the guys that was in my class was walking through to go get something out the car. And he said, "Hey, Vieta," hugged my neck. And he was like, "We on the other side." So I told him, "Thank you. Y'all have a great reunion." And I walked out and went on to the other side. In Louisiana, we were probably, in Mississippi, the last to integrate. So this woman, Miss Frances Davis Shaw, has seen some things in her lifetime. And it's no doubt in my mind that she has not helped a lot of people along the way of color. Because I watched my mom go into my closet and take clothes out of my closet to take to her children in her classroom. Black teachers really cared about us back in the day. They wanted us to be somebody. I stopped seeing that once I got to high school because I had gone to a black elementary school with all black teachers, and I had gone to a junior high school with all black teachers. My 9th grade year was freedom of choice. My 10th grade year was integrated by closing down the black high school, making it a 9th grade center that everybody in the city had to go to, and that's how we integrated. People were bussed in that didn't want to be there, but they had no choice. You either had to go to Neville on the north side or Wasserman on the south side. And that's the way it was in 1973 in small town Monroe, Louisiana. Now, this lady is not in North Louisiana. She's in Lafayette, which is South Louisiana. It wasn't no different. It was the same across the state. Yep. So my hat's off to her. I applaud her. I congratulate her. I'm emotional talking about her. And I just pray that I live long enough to leave some type of legacy behind like she has. Maybe it's my social media platform that I'm busy growing over here and trying to attract the right type of people. People who want to go places, people who want to do things in life, people who don't let obstacles stand in their way, people who are independent and not codependent on anybody. Because that's who I am. I'm going to make a way for me. I've had to stay in school most of my life to elevate myself. I had nobody to call on, nobody to ask for nothing. And I never did, even when my parents were here. I made a way for me. Was it easy? Mm-mm. But whatever I went through, I kept a smile on my face and I had fun with it. because I realized a lot of things. I had to grow up fast, for one thing. I didn't really have a childhood. I had a little sister underneath me that was 12 years younger. That kind of, I took on that responsibility. It didn't become my responsibility because my parents never pushed her on me. I took that role because of the age of my mom when she had her, 42 years old, going through menopause. She came about. I thought I would be the only girl forever with a bunch of boys, but it ended up that way. And it's harder when you have a sibling that far apart, and we are all far apart. So the things I've told you I've gone through in life, they don't know nothing about it. They didn't go to no integrated schools. They went to black schools where black teachers cared. I have never ever sit down and talk to them about it like I've talked to y'all about it. It's too hard for them to understand. Too many years have passed. And by them being much older than me, because we're spread out. I told you the oldest was 83. And we come down to the 50s from there. Yeah. So, if you get nothing else out of this today, understand that you're never too old to do anything you want to do. Don't let nothing and nobody stand in your way. Only you can make you happy. Nobody else can. Keep peace in your life. You cannot do anything when there is no peace in your life. Be humble. Be appreciative. And thank God every day. Because without him, you are nothing. Those that don't know him, you're struggling. And you're struggling because he's not guiding you. You have no direction. And that's about where we are in today's society. A bunch of struggling people with no direction. We don't have leaders anymore. Like when I was growing up, people who were actually fighting for freedom, for you to have right now. And you don't even appreciate the fight and the struggle that it took for a lot of people to get you where you are. You would rather tear them down, find fault in them, criticize them, bash them, when you don't even know the struggle they've been through. I just thank God and I just count my blessings every day. That I don't have to get up miserable, sad, lonely, none of that every day. I can get up, do whatever I want to, go where I want to, and make the best of every day. This lady has stimulated me so much by watching this morning. She ignited a fire under me because I've been going through some days here lately, and I guess it's coming up to the next birthday where it's like, okay, where do you go from here? What do you do now? And that's been my little struggle. Is this where you want to be? Is this what you want to do for the rest of your life? Do you really want to get out here on social media? Do you want to stay on social media? Do you want to stay in this sector? It's been just a whole lot of questions in my mind that nobody can answer but me. So I'm not going to say I'm confused because I'm not confused. I just got to make some decisions because I'm in a new decade of life. And every 10 years, your life changes. Are you stuck? You should not be the same person at 30 that you were at 40 or at 20 when you're 30. You should have matured 10 years. So now I'm at another milestone in life. At 70, it's leading me to 80. So these 10 years, if you live to see all of them, what do you want to do at this point with your life now? That's where I am. And that's why I would love to talk to her, because she's 10 years older than me. That is why I get so much comfort with being around Miss Margaret, because she is 10 years older than me. And I learned a lot about aging from being around her, somebody I look up to. She's a widow, like myself, has been for about well, a little over a year now. But she has everything she needs in her life to make her happy. It's a matter of not being bored, which she never is, because she takes up a lot of time with her grandchildren, her great-grandchildren, her church. She's involved in things that keep her busy. And I tend to do the same thing. I don't take a lot of time for things that I don't enjoy. Not at all. If it's not enjoying or enjoyable to me, I got to go. I got to move away from it. That pep rally that you saw in that video, that was just, I just don't have the words for it. It was just that good. For her to be out there at 80 years old and dancing, and those kids love her. You saw that in the classroom. And she's taught so many generations of their families. And she's still here to tell her story. That's remarkable and amazing. Let me get into the chat and see what y'all got to say this morning. Thanks for everybody coming in. I appreciate you. Okay, I'm start back up to the top. Make sure I don't miss anybody. What's up to Justy? Hey, Princess, how you doing? Thank you for coming in, this morning, Miss Margaret. Miss Margaret must be on my mind big time, because I'm calling you Miss Margaret this morning. Miss Audrey, Miss Barbara, thank you for coming in. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Everything is free. If you would like to become a member, it's 99 cents to $3.99. And it's once a month. You're charged. Okay? As old folks say, I'm blessed and highly favored. Yes, we are. We woke up this morning and everything is going well. We are able to use the activities of our limbs and our mind. All is good. I think I spoke to Rena. Selena. I've been catching some of your lives. You have some great commentary over there. I really enjoy watching your commentary, Selena. Where are you home, Miss Rena? Are you asking her if she's home? Okay. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Emily. Okay. Barbara saying, wow. This guy is saying, yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes, she made me emotional watching her, says to just much respect for all teachers. Yep. Just to go in these classrooms these days ain't easy, because these children are wide open when they catch the bus. Remember, I worked in transportation last year, and they get on the bus and they are wide open. It's like It's so different. I just have to sit there in amazement sometime and just look and say, wow, this is so different. I never rode a school bus to school. So this was my first time riding a bus to the different schools in life. Because I always went with my mom when she went to work. So I never rode a school bus, ever. Selena say, bless her heart. This guy, I don't know what bitternomics is. Laughing, I don't know what that is. Chemistry is a hard subject. And you got to be disciplined for your maths and your chemistries, your sciences. Yes. Teaching these kids today is challenging. Just getting them to get up out the bed to go to school is challenging. Before you ever get them to the bus, then getting them off the bus to get them in the school is another challenge. Getting them to even stay in a classroom all day. Do you know how many parents are called throughout the day to come pick them up? They're that out of control. I would be so embarrassed. Peace right back to you, homegirl. That's Miss Aretha. We both from the boot. Thank you, Selena. Nawatha. Okay, Miss Audrey's telling you that it's a hot topic. She's 80 years old. She's from Lafayette, Louisiana, and she's back in the classroom again. And we need teachers like that. I knew things were bad in Louisiana when I went there to take care of my brother who had kidney failure. And I was down there 3 months with him. I left Memorial. Wait a minute. When did I leave? Yes, I left Memorial Day and I came back Labor Day after his funeral. And my oldest brother and I was sitting there talking. And he was saying, you know, if you ever decide to come back here, you can go back in the classroom and teach. You're good at that. And I was looking like, back in the classroom, he was like, they have such a shortage of teachers there. They have people who don't even have college degrees that's going into the classroom to teach your children. I told you it's already a poor school system. We don't have a lot. They don't put a lot of money into education there. It's a lot of people who went to Ivy League colleges or local colleges. They couldn't make it. They didn't have the proper training they needed in the high school to make it through college campuses. The books weren't there, and the teaching wasn't there. The teacher was there in the classroom, but the message she was giving them and the delivery of the subject matter was not there. To just is saying, yes, you got some energy, Queen, and I do. I got up and I cleaned up this bedroom this morning, took a shower, put on some clothes, got myself presentable to come out here and talk to y'all. When I leave off of here, I'm going to pack all that stuff in my car, get it out my kitchen, take it down there to Miss Margaret's house, put it in the storage to next year, then come back home and probably clean up a little bit more. It's a lot of stuff I got to take out of here. I got to find, my car is loaded with clothes. I've got to find somebody to take them because they wouldn't take them at the shelter last week. They said they had too much stuff. So I just find one of them clothing boxes and put them in if I have to. But they got to go. To just say yes, Ms.V definitely has that energy. Yep, I do. I'm blessed with energy. Good evening, Vikas. How are you doing from India? Come on in, visit with the International Auntie. You're always welcome. Hit the like button and subscribe. Come on in and meet the family. You're following her story, Miss Aretha? Wow. Like I say, she brought tears to my eyes. is so amazing because younger people would tell you anything. I was told out here by a content creator that I needed to go pot plants. I'm not bothering her. I'm not talking about her. I'm not saying anything about her, period. But that's what she told me. But I've shown her I can do more than pot a plant. I can do things that you never could do. Because perhaps in your 20s, you weren't doing what I was doing in my 20s, trying to get through a campus of all whites with probably 13 of us on campus. And that's how I met my friend Deborah. And we became roommates. But it wasn't many of us there. So we had to stick together. Sometimes I look back and I think, what a waste of my time. I could have been really enjoying my life in the black neighborhood, going to the black school. And then that thought will pass, and then I'll say, but then if you didn't do it and others didn't do it, we wouldn't be where we are today. So I pat myself on the back and I keep kicking. Ms.V, hey, bless you and the chat. Bless morning. Right back at you, Chase. Audra, I had great chemistry teacher, and I was an AB student because of her. It's all about the teacher, how well she can conduct her class and present the lesson to her class. And we know, as teachers, you know if that child is getting it. Once you give a pop quiz or a test, you know what they missed. A good teacher is going to make sure that that child is going to go back over that work again and that they get it before the next test. Because all of my tests were carryovers. I didn't just test and then forget that. No, I'm going to bring up a couple of questions that I saw most of the class missed on the first test on the next test because I want you to get it. But I've constantly been re-emphasizing it. And I tell them, if I say it more than once, you'll see it again. They caught on real fast. Hey, Dina, good morning. How are you, Dina? That is good. So I guess it inspired me so much also because she's in a role that I truly and dearly love. I didn't spend as much time in the classroom as I thought I would because I was a little too close to the age of the people I was teaching when I started there. When I started my student teaching, I was 21 years old. I was working with 18 and 19-year-olds that were seniors. If they missed a year or they failed a year, got behind for whatever reason, they were 19. I'm 21. They wasn't trying to hear what I had to say. So I had to go in there a little bit tough and let them know right off the bat, pop some quizzes on you. And I don't care if you play football. Ain't no coach gonna come in here and ask me to change no grades because I'm not doing it. That's not gonna help you in life. It may help your football career, but ain't nothing saying that you're gonna make it to the professional leagues. But have something in your head just in case you do make it and you get injured and you have to pull out for some reason, you can get you a job doing something else. Education is much more important. That's a fact. Hey, Mindful Skin. Good morning. How are you? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Dana Hyde, please catch the replay topic for 80 years back in classroom teaching chemistry. It's a tearjerker. Yeah, she had Ms.V out here for the first time. Y'all saw me tearing up and crying this morning. I've never had anything to get to me like that. And when it was sent to me by one of my subscribers, and I didn't really know. I was just waking up to what I was going to talk about out here this morning. And I thought, wow, I don't think I want to talk about that. I'm not ready for that. But then after I looked at the video, I said, I got to bring it. She deserves that. And by the way, before I end this live, I want to shout out Miss Loretta Brown out here in this sector on social media. I believe in giving flowers where they do. Miss Loretta has been one of the people out here who has really inspired me to keep my channel going and to keep my channel moving. She has come out here when I was even at work and taken up for me. And I would be less than to not come out here and say, congratulations, Miss Loretta Brown, on your 21K. You deserve it. You worked hard for it. You've been through a lot of craziness out here on YouTube to get it, but you kept moving in spite of anything anybody else said. You have been very motivational to me, very inspirational to me, and I thank you. With that being said, this has been my commentary for today. Hey, Aaron, you look younger for your age. You look like you're in your 50s. You wouldn't believe that, but somebody told me that yesterday, Aaron. They told me I was beginning to look like my daughter now instead of being her mother. And I thought, oh, wow, what a compliment. Y'all are congratulating Miss Loretta. She deserves it. Miss Loretta's out here at 7 something in the morning. She's dropping videos all day long. She's been building. Her channel's been torn up just like mine. She had to build it back. She's there again. And when you go through stuff like that, it makes you a little tougher and a little stronger out here because you know what you're going up against now. You didn't when you first came out here. You thought everybody was going to treat you like you treated them. But like I say, she has really motivated me and inspired me to keep pushing. Because I remember talking to her one time and telling her, Miss Loretta, I'm sick of this. I don't want to be bothered with this. These people getting on my nerves. They don't know me. Why are they bothering me? I ain't talking about them. I ain't saying nothing about them. She told me, she said, keep going. Keep dropping your content, Ms.V. You got good content over there. You'll build your channel around the right people this time. They're going to listen. They're going to come because they're looking at you. They're looking at your life. They're looking at what you've been through. You got your own story to tell. Nobody can't tell your story but you. And I often think about that. But I had to make one more decision, to not look and not listen. And that way, you can just come out here, you can do your commentary, you can keep that smile and keep it moving. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. For those of you who came in a little bit late, please catch the replay. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming in every day and listening to the chat. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're on the move, y'all. We back on track and we're getting there. Again, all I can say is thanks. Love you much. And I'll talk with you guys later.